Good morning, all. Thanks for joining for today's session. I hope you all are gone through the yesterday video. And yesterday we have stopped the recording, right? So after stop, it got stuck. I have cancelled again, and I had tried install from first onwards. That went success. Okay. So at the last time, it got an error. So I have replaced those two files. I have replaced these two files. Is SQLOS.ddl and SQL Server dot server in the respective of this location. I hope this has been also recorded in the yesterday video. May I know how many of you have gone through yesterday video? If not, after this session, please go through the last 15 minutes so that it will be helpful. Sir, this is how 2005 SSMS looks like. Okay, see, we have connected to the instance. Now, yeah. Sir, now we are to connect to the instance, SQL Server from Microsoft end, we have one application. That application we are calling it as a SSMS. SSMS stands for SQL Server Management Studio. Sir, every application, every respective vendor will have its own application, sir. Okay, now like that, SQL Server we are using SSMS. Oracle they are using SQL Developer, and third-party tools also will be there, but these are like respective vendors only. MySQL, MariaDB they are using Workbench. PostgreSQL they are using PG Admin. IBM DB2 is IBM Data Studio. So all these like queries they are using respect to applications to connect and manage their SQL servers. Okay. In the first batch after installation of SQL Server 2025, I am unable to connect to the instance. Why? Means, sir, do you find any issues here? Do you find any issues here? Is there any option here as add current admin to the SQL Server? Is there any option like that here in this screen and in this screen? No, right? So why? Yes.
No.
No. Yep. So there is no option. What happened in SQL Server 2005 means, sir, who are part of net administrator slash administrator group? Who I will show you. For example, right click on that, go to manage, come to local users and groups, click here. Here, sir, we are having administrator groups here. Now click on that. Sir, all these three users can connect to the SQL Server. By default, administrator group, uh, administrator group is disabled. Account is disabled. Okay. Now I have used this command and to activate to added the administrator group account, so that who are part of that administrator group, then only those users can connect to the SQL Server uh, 2005. Sir, uh, for example, in 2005 what will happen, right? Who are part of built-in administrators group? Who are part of built-in administrator group? This group, right? This administrator, not this one. Groups, come to groups, click on that. Sir, who are all part of this administrator group can connect to the SQL Server? Sir, what Microsoft, sir, this is the latest, I mean, at that time, it's the latest SQL Server. Microsoft has not tested this scenario and not, so that's the reason that in the latest version, they have removed this option, and they have given who are installing the SQL Server, they have given option add current user as a system admin for the SQL Server. So that is a security loophole in SQL Server 2005, sir. Okay. So after that, I am able to connect to the SQL Server 2005. Now coming to SQL Server, we are going to show you 2008 and 2008 R2 if time permits. So these are all the basic hardware prerequisites. Minimum 1 GB, recommended 2 GB, RAM 1 GB, recommended is 4 GB, minimum RAM is 6 GB, minimum hard disk is 6 GB is required. And these are all we yesterday we have seen that all we are having software prerequisites. I mean greater than all these requirements. Okay, now way to download my SQL Server 2008 version. Where can I download SQL Server version, guys?
visualstudio.com.
Yeah, visualstudio.com/downloads. So yeah, this is R2. This is this thing. Now I'm going to mount here. Sir, right click on that. Right click on setup.exe. Select run as administrator. Click yes. Now, sir, go to options. See, still in 2008, we are having it at Itanium 64-bit operating support. Support has been there. Sir, but why it has been grayed out, sir? Why it has been grayed out?
OS limitation.
Not OS limitation. Why? Because we don't have that kind of processor. So in I told you, right, if you are having 64-bit processor, you can install 64-bit SQL Server or 32-bit SQL Server. Okay, now this is a 64-bit ISO, sir. Now for example, if your system is having 32-bit, okay, then you can select x86. Why we are calling it as x86? This 32-bit was developed on Intel x86 family and x86 hardware family. That's the reason in the name of that they are used to call it as a x86. But generally it is a 32-bit. Okay, we don't have that processor. That's the reason i8 Itanium 64 is grayed out and x86 and 64 is visible for us. Sir, now your organization are asking you, Harsha, go and install 32-bit. Then no need to go and separate download 32-bit, sir. Here is enough. Select this one and proceed to installation. Sir, as of now, 64-bit is enough for me, and I'm going to click planning. Sir, all these are hardware requirements. Click on that hardware software requirements to see. So these are all the software requirements for 2018. Okay. Now click on system configuration checker. Sorry. Sir, it will uh, it will uh, launch one separate tool, sir. So it will show this any errors are there or not. It will show that. Okay, is there any rule that is blocking SQL Server installation or not? So in advance, it will show the all the pass. So as of now, it is all passed, sir. Now I'm clicking cancel. Not required for me. Now click on installation. Here we are we are having these many options. For standalone, standalone means we are not combining any HA or any clustering anything. That's the reason we are installing this standalone. If it is a cluster, you have to select this option.
What is the difference between standalone and failover cluster and
Yeah, I will show you. So this is one my operating system. This is one system. Okay, here I'm installing one server. One SQL server I'm installing in this system. This we are calling it as a standalone server. There is no support. If this system if the system fails, if the system fails, the entire SQL server fails. So now what happened? There is a one option called failover cluster. So if we install SQL server here, so we are matching and like we are configuring failover clustering from this SQL server to this SQL server. So what will happen, sir? In case if the system fails, all the workload automatically will migrate it to this system, to this system. Okay, so what will happen? User will not encounter any issues. So whatever issues it may be come internally. Our DB has to be handled. But from the application of end, they don't know whether it is failover or what happened to the hardware. They don't know, but still they are able to access the databases. This is what failover cluster and standalone. Standalone means anything happens, to the system, entire server will fail. There is no configuration. Okay. Now these are all belongs to cluster option. In the module level 2, we are going to see how to configure cluster, how to add the cluster. Okay. And if you want to upgrade, then you have to use this option. So as of now, our intention is like standalone, right? So click on standalone installation and wait.
So for every version of SQL Server, we will install the standalone installation only, right?
No, it's not like it's all depend upon the requirement.
Okay, okay,
Mm,
okay.
It's all depends upon the requirement. It's a combination of both. Sometimes we will install standalone. Sometimes we will go with the configuration always on and cluster.
Okay.
Yeah. When you got the ticket, right? So sometimes what will happen, right? You got a ticket. Okay. Hi team. Hi team. Please install. Please install SQL Server. SQL Server 2019 in Windows 12 ABC operating system uh, ABC system. Follow the SOAP. You will get email like this. Okay. Meanwhile, I will install this up. I'm proceeding next. Sir, I'm performing a new installation. Next. Sir, automatically key was embedded in the edition. In your case, might be like that. You select this option. Here you can select since it is a 2008, we don't have developer edition free. We have to pay it. From which edition developer edition is free, sir?
2014,
19,
16,
2016,
16
sir.
to
16.
16.
2016. So now I'm selecting this option key, sir. Now I'm proceeding to next. Sir, I'm see this is the developer edition. Now click I accept, proceed to next. Sir, here we have so many options, sir. By default, you need to select database engine. Replication is required. Sometimes, depending upon the requirement, you need to select. Otherwise, not for the practical purpose. I am selecting database engine and client tools connectivity, client tools backward compatibility. You need to select.
Automatically selected.
No, 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 no. Previously, I used to select, right? This is a shared
Oh,
features. Shared features means like one-time installation. Okay, how many SQL Server you install doesn't matter. It will install only for one time.
okay,
Okay, so
okay,
that's the reason here we can see that shared features. So okay, if it is first time for you, you need to select client tools connectivity, client tools backward compatibility, and management tools if it is required. Otherwise, if you are using latest version of SSMS, then not required, sir. Sir, if you observed, management tool is a part of ISO file.
okay.
In the later version, in the, I think 2017 above onwards, they have sorry 16 only. They have removed, sir. They have removed this management tools option from ISO set of file. They have given separately. Why? Because, sir, every 5 years, sir, 2019, right? We are having 2022 version, SQL Server
22,
2022, right? Sir, again we
yeah,
are having 2025. It means
25.
25. I means if we are having 3 years gap, yes or no?
Yes.
Three. in the 3 years of gap, any future I have added to the SSMS, I have to wait how many years, sir?
3 years.
3 years, right? So
3 years.
that's the reason Microsoft has removed. Okay, why should I wait to release future for SSMS? So if I remove that, right, both should be independent. So whenever there is a future update, I will release, right? So
Yes.
Microsoft thought like that. They have removed this option, management tools and basics complete. Okay, from 2016 onwards. Why I'm showing all of this? From first batch, I have taken the screenshot. Sir, in the interview, they will ask you, Harsha, what are the changes that you have been observed, from SQL Server 2005 to 2022 in the installation wizard or in the installation part. I have taken the screenshots. I have taken the screenshot. I have prepared one document, so you can go through that. Okay. Meanwhile, you can observe this one. Now proceed to next, sir. Here default.
Asha,
Yes, yes, please, Mia. Yeah,
are
Mia.
we only observing or we installing as well?
Sorry, I didn't
Are
hear
we
you.
only observing you or we are installing
Yeah, yeah,
as well?
yeah, yeah. Yes. Installation only. I'm showing. Yeah.
Okay.
Harsha, what she's asking, like whether like you will be only doing it or we will be getting the chance to install it on live purpose. Is that what she wants? I think.
Yeah, I will give that. I showed you that, right? I will give the assignments and everything. So that at the time, first I will go through that. Okay. So once I give the opportunity, you can. You by seeing that you have to practice on your own systems. I will give the assignments and everything. Okay. Is that
So
fine?
you're gonna show us how to download the virtual box?
Yeah, I will show you. I will show you. Okay. Don't worry about that. I will show you each and everything.
Okay.
Okay. You just let me complete all these free classes and everything. Okay. Yeah. Sir,
Okay. Okay.
b-
Sure. Sure. Thank.
by default we are having two options. One is default instance, one is named instance. Sir, name default instance and named instance means what here is, sir, every system is having now to connect the SQL server. To connect the SQL server, we are having to how the syntax will be like system name backward slash instance name. Sir, this is how we need to connect to the SQL Server using SSMS. But whenever you select default instance, what will happen, right? It will mapped instance name will be mapped with the system name. System name is enough. System name is enough, sir. So default instance. What is the system name? In my case, in my case, host name, sir, Lenovo. Now, if I go with Lenovo with the default instance, my system name will become as the instance name. In my case here, Lenovo. By default, how many SQL Server versions you install doesn't matter. Only one default instance will be configured. I already installed default instance. That's the reason I am selecting named instance here now. Now select SQL Server 2008 batch 2. Sir, instance ID and root direct ID is same, sir. By default, you can change if you want. If you change this one, here it will be changed root directory. So, as a best practice, no need to change anything in instance ID as well. So now proceed to next.
We will have one default instance. So how many named instance we will have to form?
By default, by default, 50 instances will get installed, will be get supported in one system.
Okay. Okay.
Sir, in I showed you, right? See, this one. See, this is SQL Server installation. Okay. Now this is 2018. Here, here what happened? Here we have option customized for each service account, right? But here we don't have any option. Here directly it has given agent and it has given like that. See, password, password. Now what happened? Now I will click OK, give the password. Here, sorry, here you can give that Lenovo or 123, Lenovo 123.
So this all agent database engine, the browser account name and password will be provided by the client, right?
Yes, they will provided in the teams or like whatever the security policy the organizations is having. Otherwise, they will have some one separate ID, separate installation ID. Sir, whenever you join in any organization, okay, directly you got an email and ticket will get assigned. So you need to talk
Okay.
to your colleague. You need to talk to the colleague. Yeah, I got this ticket. Okay, so is there what is
Mhm.
the installation? No, the user first time how much knowledge we require doesn't matter, sir. We need to
Yeah.
we need to have the patience and we need to talk until unless we get idea about the client environment. We need to take the suggestions
Mhm.
from our colleagues who are already part of the project.
Okay.
Yeah. Next, sir, collision we will talk later. Now, what happened? The credentials has one valid. Why it is one valid? This is Lenovo, right? See, credentials you survey are invalid. Why? Why it's invalid? Okay, Lenovo, right? One, two, three. Okay, so better later we will change system. Yeah. Now I am giving by default service network system accounts. Proceed to next. Sir, here see we are having one option called current user. Add current user. For example, uh, I'm currently I'm doing the installation. So what will happen, guys, in the real time? There is a DL, sir. DL means distribution list. Distribution, right, sir? In real time shifts will we are having three shifts. Yes or no? One is APAC, one is EMEA, one is US. So the three shifts will be there, sir. So now I got a ticket in APAC. I will add this user as a current admin. I will add my username. If my shift completed, somebody has to get connected, right? So for that reason we are giving one DL as admin. DL means what? Everybody, you know that, right? Your system is having DL. Everybody part of that DL. Whoever drops that email, everybody will get that email, right? Yes or no? Hello? Hello? Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Harsha.
So you
Would you
will
please once again repeat it?
yeah. So for example, client how the sense client will remember only one email. SQL support are the date of your company name like Accenture.com. Okay, client will remember only this email, not Harsha, not Mia. He don't remember any name. He will drop email to this. Okay, now my email ID Harsha at the date of Accenture.com and Sheikh at the date of Accenture.com and Mia. All these email IDs, all these email IDs are part of this. We are added all these email IDs to this DL. We are calling it as a DL. We are calling it as especially SQL Server, right? So that's the reason we are calling it as a SQL Server DL. DL means distribution list. So now if we drop an email to this email ID, how many members are part of this group? For all three members will got an email. Who are having in shift, they will respond. Okay, now we need to add this DL so that everybody I will after my shift get completed, I will go home, right? Yes or no? I cannot sit for every for next shift or another shift as well. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Now who are part of that DL? Everybody, like Mia is after me. Mia is going to work with the client, right? So I need to add Mia email ID as well here. Okay. So like that, everybody has to be. So instead of adding every person email ID, okay. So we are adding group DL. Okay. Now, now,
Automatically, if a ticket arises, the mail will be assigned to all the three person who are in the
no, no,
shifts. So
not will assign. It will, you will get an email. Every person will get, but who are in shift, they have to
they will
respond.
assign to themselves and they will work on it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, exactly. So data
Okay.
directories we will talk later. Now proceed to next. Sir, what will happen here? Here this data, how you are using, how you are using SQL Server. Is there any errors internally in SQL Server? All this information will be sent to the Microsoft. Okay, it will consume some bandwidth. So if you are having good bandwidth, you can select it. Sir, otherwise, if you are having any issues, you automatically you select this option. Sir, if you are using genuine license or anything, so you have to select this option. You don't have network bandwidth and everything. Sir, we are sending the information automatically to the SQL Server. If any error reports are made automatically, so that if for example, if any errors are there in this SQL Server, in this operating system, SQL Server will take those bugs and they will improve. They will improve in the patching or CU next to CU level. So as of now, I don't recommend these two options to be selected. So it's all depends upon your option. Why? Because I don't allow Microsoft to have a look into my SQL Server. Now proceed to next. Click on show details here. See, all these installations are passed. Proceed to next. Sir, now this is the final summary. Now proceed to installation. Sir, automatically it will get installed. Okay, okay, leave it. Now I am opening this PPT. Sir, what is instance? Sir, every yeah, like what generally what will happen, right? We are calling it as a SQL server. Yes or no? Yes or no? We are calling it as SQL server. Sir, Oracle people also will call as a SQL server. Sir,
Ah,
generally
yes.
Oracle people also call it a SQL server, right? So now,
Yes.
sir, we know as a DB admins, we know that. Sir, now whenever are you SQL sir? Are you generally in people how it will say, hey man, are you a SQL server admin? Yes, I'm having issue. Could you please let me know? Then they will ask you. Then we will ask you which SQL server you are using, either Oracle or Microsoft. Then they said Oracle. No man, I am related to the MS SQL server. MS SQL Server. We are supporting only for Microsoft product. Okay. So they don't know the difference. Okay. Now we can call it SQL Server. We can call it MS SQL Server, or we can call it as a instance. In SQL Server also we call it as an instance. Sir, depending upon the product, the name will get changed, sir. Sir, in AWS, instance means what, sir? In AWS, instance means what, sir? Virtual machine. Yes or no? In AWS, instance means what? Means virtual machine. So, so technically we are not calling it as a SQL server, sir. We used to call that as an instance. We are calling it as an instance in SQL server. Sir, what is the definition that Microsoft has given to the SQL server? They didn't given proper definition. This definition has given by the Oracle Corporation. Okay. So the combination of memory structures and background process which is responsible for data processing, that we used to call it as an instance. Or like you can call, if you don't you don't it is getting very hard to remember, then you can remember this line. We install SQL Server one background process, SQL process will be get created. Means here like this. See, one background processor will be get created. See this one. This processor will be responsible to maintain the database, store and retrieve the data from databases. Every instance has their own binary and folders. Sir, any of these two lines you can remember for the instance definition. Okay, it's all up to you, sir. Okay, which one do you like? You can say that one. Now, as I said, how many types of
Previously, you have told one default instance and named instance in the installation process, right?
yeah.
So this definition is related to that instance, right?
Yeah, both are same, sir. Both are same. Sir, now you tell me, Bharat or India, is the both are same or different?
Same. Okay.
Sir, what's the difference? Bharat is the default one, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
India is
Yes.
like named instance.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yep. Now now you are coming to like this. Now type of instances we have two types. One is default instance and named instance. Sir, default instance means what? Your system name will be mapped as an instance name. Yes or no?
Yes.
Sir, what is my system name? Sir, first of all, how to connect to SQL Server? How what is the syntax, guys? What is the syntax? What is the syntax? System name backward slash instance name. Yes or no?
Instance name.
But whenever you give the default instance, what could be that instance name? Only system name is enough, right?
System name.
System name is enough. Means how many like no need to give the another name other okay. So default instance will be mapped with the system name. What are the system name is there that will become as a instance name. Okay. So default instance will use as what port, sir?
14334.
1434 will be used. There can be there ca- there can be only one default instance allowed per system. Yes or no? Why? Because sir, now let's assume that I have installed SQL Server 2008, sir, with the default, right? Now I have installed 2005 with the default. Let's assume like that. It is not possible, but let's assume like that. Now, now whenever you are using system name, now you tell me to which SQL server we need to connect, either 2005 or 2008. It's not possible, right? Yes or no? Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
so that's the reason. That's the reason. Only one default instance will be get installed. Okay. Now, sir, these are the definite. Sir, definitely they will ask in the interview, what's the difference between the named and uh, default instance. These are all the answers. For the named instance, we are going to explicitly giving name, and if you want to connect to the named instance, first we need to mention system name and the instance name. Okay, sir, these are all the definitions. Differences between the named instance and default instance, sir. Any
So
doubt?
there is one point. Default instance can also aliased as dot, localhost, and more.
Yeah,
Could you please
yeah,
explain
yeah,
on?
yes, yes. There will one option. I will tell it. Let you know. See how to connect to the how many ways are there to the default instance. Have you seen this?
Mhm.
Yeah. So I will show you that. I will later that point all this. Okay, sir. By default, sir. Here you can see that, right? By default instance, dot default instance can be linked. Can be linked to the dot as a local host, and there and many more are there. We are going to see the next slide, sir. Agreed?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, named instance and limited. For can anyone read this line, please? One each person one line.
For named instance, we are going explicitly giving name. If we want to connect to a named instance, first we need to mention system name slash instance name.
Okay. Yeah, can anyone another one please? Arjun,
Instance name can be maximum of 16 characters.
16 characters for what, sir? For named instance. For named instance, okay, but this is not for the this is not for the default instance, okay. Yeah, that is the one of the advantage for the default instance. Yeah, now you can try this one. Second one please. Niharika, are you there?
Yes,
Yeah.
previously I only read the first line.
Okay, okay.
Shall I continue with
Yeah,
the second point?
yes, go ahead.
Some words are reserved and can't be set for instance name. Example, table, index, sequence, view, default, MSSQL server.
Yeah,
Okay.
MS SQL. Sir, for example, you want to create the instance, named instance, like table with the name called table, with the name called index, with the name called sequence. These are all reserved by default internally. So you cannot create it. Okay. Now you can read these two. Yeah, instance name.
Instance
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
name instance name cannot start with a number or special character at starting or ending. Special characters are not allowed except underscore, dollar, and slash.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you can start, you cannot start with the numbers or special characters. What are the, so those special characters means underscore, dollar, slash. All these things are not allowed for the named instance. Okay. Sir, sir, these are the two documents words I am going to share you. Okay, in the text document, you can take the printout or you can have the document. Okay, you have to remember, sir. These are the things. Sir, now how to connect the default instance? How many ways are there to connect the SQL Server default instance? Sir, I am closing this PPT. Now you should help me with that. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes, Harsha.
Yeah. Mia, first chance will go to you only. You try your best, okay? Are you there, Mia? It's already 10:30 in your country.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. See, SQL Server 2008 installation has been completed successfully. Now close it. Now Now I will show you how now what is the installation, what is that? Batch 2. See, I have installed SQL Server successfully and I am able to connect as well. Okay, as of now I'm disconnected. Now you help me. Sir, how to find Mia? How to find my host name? What is the command? System name. How to my command? How to find my system name? Host name, right? Now this is my host name. If you want to connect default instance, what can we do, sir? Name your computer name will be default instance. See, I am able to connect successfully. Now, Sheikh, you only said that, right? Dot will also get connected to the default instance. See, I am able to connect to the default instance. Now you can see, sir. You can see adventure work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Same databases only. You can observe that, sir. TestDB, or Stack Overflow employee database, Stack Overflow employee DDB, created AdventureWorks, created AdventureWorks. See, same databases, sir, same instance. Number of ways to get connected, right? Now, dot backward slash. See, now slash local host. What is the local? Uh, See local host. Sir, what is the IP of how to see the IP, sir? How to see the IP? Anyone, please.
IP
IP
config all.
config.
IP config. Okay, very good. Now, this one, right? Wireless adapter. Now, copy this IP. Now, see, I'm able to connect. Now, any other one? How many ways are there still? How many ways are there to connect to the default instance? Local Lenovo is completed. Local host is completed. Dot backward slash is completed. this dot local. See, semi bracket local. Let's try this. See, I'm able to connect. Now you IP address is completed. Now this one is come. Now I explicitly I am trying giving my port number. Explicitly I'm giving try to the port number. Now see, these many ways are there. Now still ways are there. Now, sir, Lenovo slash AXYZ, whatever name you have given, one four, whenever you mention 1433 port number, doesn't matter after slash whatever name you are given, doesn't matter, it will ignore and it will go and directly connect to the default instance. Now I am giving here as a first let connect it. So I'm connected, right? Now see, in place of XYZ I am giving Mia. See, Lenovo slash Mia comma port number. See, I'm able to connect. Sir, sir, this is the interview question, sir. This is one the interview question. Sir, what happened when I given Mia name here? This is not part of any named instance or whatever it could be. But still, I'm able to connect. Do you have an instance called name Mia in my server?
No.
No,
No.
but still I'm able to connect to the default instance because I have given 1433 port number explicitly, right? So in 1433, whatever the SQL server it is going to listening, right? Directly it will go and connect. Okay. Now, sir, what is the TCP Lenovo? Sir, we are having protocols. I will show you that later. Okay. Now you can use explicitly we are connecting the TCP Lenovo. Done. And we have using the named pipes. Sir, where can I get all these names means? Go to the configuration, go to the as of now my Lenovo is SQL Server. Now click on that, click on OK and go to the protocol. See, TCP IP named is a TCP IP. Now go to this. Sir, all these TCP IP named pipes, right? Now click on named pipes. Here come copy here, copy this one, paste it. See,
Hello.
connected. Okay. Yes, please. Yeah, sir, these many ways are there. Too many, these ways are there to connect to the default instance. Can anyone help me with one more one? One more one? Anyone idea? I didn't mention here. Sir, every
What
system,
about the drop down?
yeah, yeah. No, no, the drop down we will connect, right? That it will give the list names, right? Now, sir, to check the IP, to check the internet is IP working or not, which IP address we are going to use, sir?
IPv4.
No, no, to check either to IP SAC is working or not. Is
Ping.
my yeah ping. What is the IP that we are going to use internally? Loop back IP address. What is that?
Loop.
What is the IP of loop backup address? In the day of third video, I said that, right? What is the loop
One
backup address?
one
One.
twenty seven
127
127.0.0.0.1.
001, right? See, this is now, sir. Now, if I see here, now if I see loop back is connecting or not, sir. Now 127.0.0.0.1. See, with the loopback address also I am able to connect to the my default instance from my own server. Sir, wherever you install SQL Server, wherever you install the SQL Server, okay, so from that mission only some of the options will get connected, otherwise it will not get connected, right? So now if I open this option, now I'm using this one, loop loopback IP address. Sir, now you help me. You help. Sir, this is my machine. This is my machine. This is jump server. For example, this is where I SQL Server got installed here. I install SQL Server here. Okay. Now network is there. Network communication is there. Okay. Now you tell me, this is my SSMS. Can I connect? Now you tell me here. Can I using Lenovo? Can I connect from here from this machine to? Can I connect to this machine? Yes or no?
Yes.
We
Yes.
can
Why?
connect.
Yes. Why? Because names are unique in the network. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Sir, now you tell me local host.
Yes.
No.
No.
No,
No.
no
No.
on localhost. Why? Because in this machine no SQL Server got installed, right? No,
Okay.
yeah. Dot slash
No.
dot
No.
dot local
No.
IP address.
Yes.
Yes. This one.
No. Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
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 This one.
Yep.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, it will connect. Especially it will connect. Lenovo is there, right? Yeah. This one can be checked later. Yeah, this one.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
this one.
Yes.
This one.
Yes. No.
Yeah, yeah, no, this one is connected, right? Named pipes.
Okay.
Named pipes are internally connected. Okay. In the net within the network, then they can connect it. Okay. Loop back IP
Okay.
address.
No.
No, loop back address will not get connected. Name, only name, IP address or port numbers. Or TCP IP named pipes. All these options you will get connected when you are trying to connect from the remote machine. All these options are if you are sir now I am trying to I have installed SSMS in this machine. Could you
There is a lot of background noise.
yeah please mute yourself guys. Yeah, sir, I have installed SSMS in this machine. Now, if I want to try to connect SQL Server here, all the applications, all the options, whatever I mentioned here, are you can use to get connected. But in the real time, sir, in the real time, mostly I use system name, IP address, port number only. Okay, but in the interview, they will ask you, right, how many ways are to get the default instance and why I am able to connect XYZ account instances. Still, there is no instance like that. Why? Because for that we have given explicitly 1433 port number. Yeah, this one. Now how to embedded serial key in the ISO. Sir, what will happen, right? So automatically key will get embedded in the ISO file. For example, sir, um, uh, Niharika is joined as a level 3. Okay, Microsoft has given a key. Now this key cannot be shared to everyone, right? So what they will ask you, like Mia, sorry, Niharika, you just put that embedded key in the serial key. Okay, so they will. I will show you tomorrow how to do this option. Now whenever we get the key using this option, we are going to set up embedded automatically in the ISO file. How we used to get in the SQL Server 2008, I showed you that, right? Automatically key get embedded. So like that, we will get in the this is the level 3, sir. This is level 3 who are going to work as level 3. They will generally we don't get this option. If you get, you are very fortunate, or you are maybe you are, if you don't know, you are unfortunate. Okay, sir. From SQL Server 2000, for example, let's assume that where is the ISO file? At wait, where is 2012? Yep. Sir, I'm showing one thing, sir.
2022.
Hey, wait. I just want to show you something. Sir, for automation purpose, okay, so we need to give the while installing SQL Server through automation or whatever the maybe, um, your requirement comes, we don't know, right, how the requirement comes. At the time we don't text will not work. You cannot you cannot write evolution word, you cannot write express edition, you cannot like that. You need to give the number, sir, while doing the automation. At that time it will be useful. Now I will tell you the logic here. Okay, I will tell you the logic. I will tell you the logic here. Sir, now I'm, sir, yeah, I'm selecting the option. Now you tell me, sir, if you want to select the evolution edition, trial edition, you can select this option. Okay. Otherwise, what I need to give, sir? 0, 0, 0, 0, all these things I need to give. Okay. Now if I select you, sir, what is the options are here? Can anyone read this line?
SQL Server 2022 Evaluation Edition.
Edition. Now if I select this option, evolution edition, what is that? Same thing, right?
Same.
Yeah. Now, yeah. Let's wait. Let's wait. Now, only one in the first category. Only one in the first category. One, 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 one. Yeah. Now, you see, what is that? What is the addition, sir?
Express Edition.
Previously,
Evaluation Edition.
addition. Okay. Now you tell me. Now,
Developer Edition.
developer edition, right?
Yeah.
See, developer edition. Sir, while these keys are very helpful, very helpful at the time of automation. Okay, otherwise in the while selecting the GUI or anything, you can select this option. Okay, so it's all depending upon you, sir. This option where useful, sir, you can use this option in 2016. Can I use this option?
No.
Yes, 2016 you can. From in 2014, in 2014 can you use this option? No. Why? Because developer edition is how much cost, sir, in 2014? In 2014, what is the cost of developer edition? $15, $50. Okay. So this
Okay.
is more than that, more than 2016 onward. You can use these options, but you might get express edition for that. I will show you that when 2014 or 16 comes. You just remember. Now all ones, what is the edition, sir? All zeros, what is the addition?
Evaluation.
Only once, what is the addition, sir?
Yes.
Only twos are the first, remaining all zeros. What could be the addition, sir?
Developers.
Developer addition.
Okay.
Okay. Now, how to retrieve? For example, you have installed a SQL Server, not you, your previous administrator. Your previous administrator have installed SQL Server 2008 server or whatever lower versions very long back. Now it got corrupted. Maybe it got corrupted or it may be corrupted with malicious software links. Now your client is asking, Harsha, why? Because you have joined, right? That guy has left already organization. Okay. Now they are asking you, Harsha, whatever the whatever the SQL Server key is there, you just retrieve. Sir, already that guy has already installed, right? They don't know where he kept. Now you want to retrieve that password. What is the not password, the serial key you need to retrieve. Okay, so I'm going to show you this PowerShell code and this one and this one tomorrow. Okay, so that you can retrieve the passwords and everything from the registry. Okay, so any doubts as of now for that? Any doubts? Any doubts? Mia?
No, so far nothing.
Yeah. So okay.
Now we good.
Yeah. Thank you.